Knicks and Spurs, man. The Spurs come into this game, man. Wemby had a legacy game. I honestly said that. Yes, I say this is
No,
a
yes,
legacy game.
yes.
Wemby was unstoppable. He was
Mm-hmm.
unstoppable. He had 42 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks. But we saw another guy with 40 points too. Mikal Bridges gave you
That's your boy.
41 points
That's your boy.
with 6 from 9 from three. He was on his KD status. Bro, he couldn't be stopped. He was unstoppable from the mid-range. And every time he shot the ball, it's like, bro, it's gonna go in. Bro, them two had a
This
duel. And
is
they said, wait, real quick. They said this is the first duel since like 1960 something for two people
yeah.
on Christmas that had 40 some points.
This is the Mikal Bridges that the Nets were looking for. This is the
You
Mikal
mean the
Bridges
Knicks?
that no, the Nets. When he was on the Nets, they wanted him to
Oh,
do this damn net every game. But they
okay.
didn't get that from him. He with the Nets, he wasn't really like they traded for him to be offensive minded, but he really wasn't doing nothing with them. And now the Knicks, they were hoping this is the Mikal Bridges that they can get. Like he's looked really good since I know, he had that little shooting scare thing earlier about changing his shot. But since then, Mikal Bridges has been playing really good. He's been playing really good. And like you said, this was a statement game. This was a legacy game for Wemby. They always talk about players like, what was that one game you could think about with some of the, all the greatest players have that one game. Like Bron, when he was with the Heat, and he was in that playoff series and he snapped. Um, or D Wade hitting a game winner off one leg. There's multiple games you can go from Michael Jordan, the game 6 shot. Like this is one of those games for Wemby. 42 and 18 at the Garden too. Whew.
The Knicks almost lost this game, and that's because Cat he has to be better as not fouling, especially when you really don't have a big really behind you. Like, yeah, Preston True is your backup big, but he can only do so much. And I think he played decent in his minutes. I think he played good enough in his minutes. But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to size, like you're the only big guy on the team. You are the biggest guy on the team. And if you keep fouling, he's always been bad at like just not fouling, like just fouling. He's been bad at that. He needs to stop that.
He been good
Like
so far this year though. This year he's been
at
he's been
fouling,
better. Yeah, he's been better this year. That's why there's so many points in the paint. Cause he not trying to get in foul trouble because like in Minnesota, he was in foul trouble damn near every game.
damn near the same now. Hold on, let me look. Let me see how many fouls. He averaging 3.6. It's really the same as last year. Fouls per
What
game.
he averaged last year?
3.3. This is 3.6. So about the same.
Yeah, but yeah, like I agree though. Cat definitely needs to stop fouling because that's the reason why they almost lost that game.
And Jalen
But
Brunson
it
didn't
was
have a good game himself. If
that's
Mikal
because
Bridges
Mikhail.
doesn't
That's
have
because
if
Mikhail.
Mikal Bridges doesn't have his own legacy game, they lose.
Bro, I think that's because Mikhail was hot. Like they was force
No,
feeding
he
that
was hot.
man the ball. They was force feeding him the ball. That's why I think Brunson ain't really because he tried to take over like towards the middle of the third and the end, but Mikhail was so hot. You gotta keep giving him the ball. But it was great to see. They was hitting big shot after big shot after big shot, bro. I was like, oh, this is an amazing first Christmas game. Because that first Christmas game usually don't be that good. You gotta wait towards the end of the night for the games to get good. But this was a great first game. And it was back and forth the entire game.
Hey, I saw Wemby jump high as hell, grab that ball with one hand over Cat, and dunked it. I said, bro, what can you do? What
Hey,
can
don't
you
don't
do?
don't get it twisted though. Cat had a good dunk on him too, though. Cat came down, he
I can
one,
easily,
two,
I think
bumped him, and he
we can easily say Wemby outplayed Cat.
Hey, look, I was driving to the city watching that game, and he dunked the ball. They call him Bodega Cat now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, my girl was in the car. She Bodega, Bodega. Bro, he had me crying. He dunked on women. I say, boy, you are ugly, boy. Jordan Sparks love you for your insides, not your outside. Not Jordan Sparks. Jordan
I was about
Wood.
I was about to
Wood,
say
buddy.
George Sparks. I'm about to say not George Sparks. But
Woods,
low key
Woods,
though,
Woods.
after this game, I said the Spurs gonna make the play in. I think they make the play in now.
Hey,
I know they
Look,
lost, but I think they make the play. Kind of showed me something.
look, man. Everybody thought I was crazy for saying that the Warriors won't make the playoffs and the Spurs will. If you look at those standings right now, it's literally going. The Spurs are going up and the Warriors are going down. That hot take ain't looking. That hot take ain't looking so crazy now.
But no, though, give credit to the Spurs for fighting, man. Wemby legacy
Mhm.
game in the Garden too on Christmas. Hey, somebody said they gonna put Wemby on Christmas every year from now on.
Whole
Low key,
time.
they probably will.
Oh, they
After
gonna do them like
this,
they did LeBron. I don't think. I think LeBron has played every Christmas game besides what, like his rookie year or maybe his second year. But other than that, he's played damn near every
he has
Christmas
the
game.
most wins on. He has like the most wins on Christmas. I think either this year was his 18th. No, I think it was his 11th win or 12th win. Something like that. Don't
Mm.
know, but it's
Yeah, they
something
gonna
like
do
that.
Wemby like Bron. They gonna put him on every Christmas, like you said.
Shout out to Wemby though, man. Wemby had a good game. I just think the Spurs just played really good, but the Knicks, that bench still like kind of like that's still the problem I have is just their bench. And if Cat just stays out of foul trouble, I think they'll be really good. But then Mikal Bridges, he ain't gonna drop 41 every night. But if he plays like how he's been playing the last like couple of weeks, really, the Knicks are a scary team, and the Knicks are really good. They
Hey,
are really good.
you remember last week we were saying like why has Mikhail defense hasn't been that good? I
Yeah,
think this is why, because they want more from him offensively. So it's like, all right, bro, like so you can rest on defense a little bit. We still got Josh Hart to help you. We still got OG to help you, but we need you as our third scorer. And
yeah.
he's been living up to it.
That final Wemby three hurts. Vassell needs to step up. Spurs are a second option and a season away from being contenders.
Mm.
Is that a hot take though?
See, it's
Second
a
option away?
season.
They're a
Uh,
season away and a second option away from being contenders in the West.
Low key, nah, I agree with the second option. But next season as a contender, no. They definitely do need a second option because Victor is definitely your one. Vassell, he can be your two, but I like him better as my three. But other than that, they don't really have no scores besides those two, so you have to put Vassell as your second option. But I agree, Vassell definitely has to step up. Granted, he is coming off injury. He started the season hurt. But he's been picking it up of late. But no, I agree. They definitely do need another. They need a second option, but I think they're more than just one season away. They probably about two, maybe 3 seasons away.
Shout out to the four people in the stream. Timberwolves and the Mavericks. You know this your team, so you can start.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I low key turned the game off and had to turn it back on. Cause like at first they were getting blown. Once Luca got hurt, I said, "Oh, it's a wrap." And then they were getting blown out at one point. I said, "Oh my god, let me just turn this off." And then I turned it back on. I seen Kyrie going crazy. I said, "But that's why I got the jersey. That's why I got the jersey on right now. I had to rep my boy. He had 39 points. He kept them alive that entire game, bro. Entire game. Everybody else was cold, and he was the only one keeping them afloat. Um, and that's the only thing that I have a problem with the Mavs. Besides Luka and Kyrie, who's gonna consistently be there for you? It was supposed to be Clay, but Clay didn't have a good game. Then you got Spencer Dinwiddie, he's streaky.
He's so butt.
Who else they got? Then you got PJ Washington, he's
He's so
streaky.
streaky.
Yeah, he's streaky. So that's the only thing that I have. And now that Luka's gone, you're literally gonna have to rely on Kyrie to give you 40 every night to probably stay in these games. And that's not gonna be sustainable. I'm not saying Kyrie can't go out there and give you 30 every night, but getting you 30 every night and then getting the W, I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, I'm surprised though, Gafford only played like 14 minutes. That surprised me. Him and Lively usually, I know they said they wanted to get Lively out there more, but I'm surprised he's only playing like less than 15 minutes a game.
Well, Lively kind of brings you more. I think he's a better. I think he might be a better defender. I think he's more athletic than Gaffer. I think his offense might be better, low-key, even
Mm.
though offensive game really isn't like, oh, it's mind blowing. But I think he just brings. I think he's more of a lob threat than Gafford, and I think that's what Jason Kidd likes more about Daniel Gafford.
Do they
So
flip him?
no, not yet. No. Mm-mm.
I'm talking about Gafford.
Until
I'm talking about Gafford.
no, I know. Only for the right player. Only for the
Cause
right player.
they need some more bench. They need some more bench, bro. Cause like you still got. Cause I feel like the Mavericks they like to run small, bro. So you still got Kleber who you could put at your 5 if you want to. If you want a small ball lineup. But they need some more scoring. They need some more scoring. So I would say if they could flip Gafford for like another decent bench player, that wouldn't be bad for them.
Oh man. Um, Kyrie is a dog. They was basically almost getting 30 piece, but Kyrie said no, not today. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt, and I said it. I literally said it today when I was writing my notes down. I said if the game was probably just close enough, I think the Mavericks could have won that game, even with Luca out. But I think they
Yeah,
was just down so much. It was just not enough
it's too
time.
hard.
Not yeah, it's too hard to come back from something like that. And I think they got it down to probably 4. I think so. It's just like yeah, you get to 4, then Anthony Edwards comes down and lays it up. Then you're up by 6. No, I think they got it down to 2 at one point. Then Anthony Edwards comes down 4 points, so it's a 2 possession game at that point. So it's like it's just so hard to come back from that. But I mean, they did come back, and you got to give Kyrie credit. But like on the Timberwolves side, Anthony Edwards, he had an okay game. I think Julius Randle had a good game yesterday. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
Julius Randle had a good game.
I think he really had a good game.
Because he
I
had
just
23, 10, and 8, right?
yeah, he had a good game. He was 6 for 13 from the field. I think he had a good game. Jaden McDaniels, man, I'm just tired of speaking of that offense. I feel like his offensive game could just get better. Was the Timberwolves defense good? Was the Mavericks just cold?
I think the Mavericks was just cold, bro.
I
Because
would think that too. I think that
I
too.
I rewatched the game and they was just missing a bunch of shots. And it's sad, honestly, on the Timberwolves perspective, because it's like a bro. First off, y'all were almost 30 piecing them. Y'all let them come back with no Luca, and everybody else on their team was cold. So all you had to really do was stop Kyrie. That's all you had to do. And they couldn't even do that. Granted, they still pulled out the win, but it's sad because y'all made that game closer than what it had to be. Once Luca got out, y'all was supposed to at least dub them. They weren't even supposed to come back. And the fact that y'all let them come back, that's concerning. I don't know if Julius is the cancer or like because I've been seeing a lot of posts and a lot of casual fake real NBA fans talking about how and other analysts say the defense he doesn't try on defense. It look like he's not trying. It looked like he's just out there going through the motions. And so I don't know if it's Julius Randle that's a cancer or like you said, or if it's just a throwaway season.
This might be the throwaway. Um, but no, though it was a good game because I think like you said, Luca gets hurt. You see they getting dubbed. It's like, oh, let's go to the football game, fellas. Let's go to the football
Yep.
game. Then you
That's
see,
exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did.
then you see, oh, the Mavericks are actually, and it's close, bro. They outscored them 31-15 in the fourth. But I mean, the Timberwolves, they held it on. They held it on. But the thing is, you only scored 105 points. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the league average is like 113. So it's like, it's really concerning that the defense isn't as good as it once was. And the offense is just, it's not even better. And the Mavericks only scored 99 points. Now, if Luka's there, I'll probably lose the game. And my bet
Yes.
probably hits. But they're, you know, the Mavericks is still a good team. They lost this game, but it brings confidence. And I think I saw that they're was so it's like 6-3 without Luca this year. So
Mm.
they play some games without Luca. So I think they'll be all right, especially since there's reports that he's supposed to miss a lot of time. So they're used to him not being there. And I think they'll still be a good team. Like Kyrie is healthy. And as long he's not gonna play like 39 points every night, but Kyrie gonna at least he's gonna give you probably 25 to 27 points. If he plays like this, they'll be okay. They'll be okay. It's just the Timberwolves, man. Y'all came in here with a 3-game losing streak. Y'all basically almost threw away this game.
Yep.
That's concerning. That's concerning.
Yep.
Y'all supposed to be better than this, and to see that y'all not is just like, come on, y'all. Y'all could do better, but the Timberwolves are not. I think they are. What are they in the standings? They're
They
ninth,
not even, yeah.
barely making play in, barely,
Yep.
barely. So let's start. Let's go to the 76ers versus the Celtics, man. A lot of people said this was a like a weak game because the Sixers haven't been good this year. But Joel Embiid had a really good game. He had 27 points, 9 boards. But the hero was probably Caleb Martin. He had 23 points and he was 7
Yeah.
from 9 from the three-pointer. They say he is the Boston Celtics killer. And Tyrese
Yeah, bro.
Maxey was the best guy on the floor yesterday. He had 33 points, 4 rebounds, and 12 assists.
What's this? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Caleb Martin low-key saved him. What Caleb Martin did what Paul George is supposed to be doing.
Did
When Caleb Martin is playing better than one of your stars or all stars, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. But credit to Philly, they pulled out this game. Maxi, Maxi and Philly started off hot, bro.
they
They
did?
started off hot. And I mean, it took us a minute for the Celtics to, calm down and
Yeah,
get
Jason
acclimated
Tatum
into the
got
game.
hot.
Yep. And then I was just gonna say, then Jason Tatum got hot. Um, but the Philly they offense since them three been playing more and more, Maxi, PG, and B, they offense don't look bad, bro. They offense don't look bad at all. I like the way they swing the ball, they move. They have a mixture of like one-on-one with ball movement. So when Joel is on the block doing his one-on-one thing, you still got people cutting and you still got people setting screens and stuff like that. So I like what Nick Nurse is doing with that. Um, I like their offense. But the Celtics, they miss Drew Holiday here. If Drew Holiday would have played, Maxi wouldn't have went off for 33. I'm not saying Maxi wouldn't have had a good game or a solid game, but he wouldn't have went off. He was doing whatever he wanted out there. They literally had nobody out there to stop him. Derek White couldn't do nothing with him. Jaylen Brown couldn't do nothing with him. Nobody on that team could do nothing with him. And it was some big shots. It was some big shots. The Celtics made some. Jaylen Brown made a big shot at the end to put them. I think they was down like one. And the Sixers almost gave that game away. They had costly
Oh
turnovers
my
at the
god,
end.
that
I'm like,
Joel
bro,
Embiid
why,
turnover at the end was crazy, bro.
Why would they give
He
Joel
tried to
Embiid the
spin
ball?
under. He tried to spin and tried to turn around and then turn the ball. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what are we
Like,
doing,
bro,
bro?
we know you got handles a little bit, bro, but to bring the ball up, are you crazy? Get your big butt down the court. Let Maxi or PG or somebody else come get this ball. But it was a good game, though. It was a good game.
It was a really
It was a
good
good game.
game.
Yeah, me personally, that Knicks game was my favorite game of the day. That was my favorite game. This
Might
was
have
a
been that
close second,
Lakers.
though.
Might have been that Lakers and Warriors game.
Hey, the boy Steph.
Had a good game, but um, I don't like when Nick Nurse plays them 3 guard lineups. It looks so bad
What,
when he plays
him,
Tyrese
Maxi?
Maxey, Kyle Lowry, and Reggie Jackson. He definitely threw that lineup out there. Why are you playing 3 guards that's basically 6 foot? I don't
Especially
get that.
against the Celtics.
Who have big and lengthy guys. I don't know
Yeah.
why he's doing that. But I'll say this. Jason Tatum, he tried to wheel that team back in. Porzingis, he basically doesn't come back in the game. He hurt his ankle. Jaylen
Yeah.
Brown really didn't have a good game. I think Derek White had a really good game. And the thing is, they out rebounded them too, 51 to like 39. So they actually kind of killed them on the rebounds, and you still lose the game. I just felt like the Sixers but they were low key in control all the way up until probably
Yeah.
like
The
sometime in the
last like
third
2-3
quarter.
minutes.
It was
I feel
sometime
like
in the
the
third quarter
last
because
2
that's
minutes.
when they came back, and then in the last like you said 2 minutes of the game, like that's when they started do a lot of dumb stuff. And Joel Embiid said this win showed like what the ceiling of the Sixers can be. I actually kind of agree with him because I
I do too.
healthy. The Sixers team, I think this is what we predicted. I know Paul George ain't played good this game, but besides that, when they are healthy and when they play good enough, and when Joel Embiid is healthy, Tyrese Maxey is on, they are one of the best teams in the East. Maybe you could say one of the best teams in the league when they reach their full ceiling.
Yep. No, I definitely agree with him. That win definitely showed them it was a confidence booster because you just beat the reigning champs, and then Joel Embiid is always losing to the Celtics. So it's like that was a good win for him. And I think that low key showed. Well, granted, Drew Holiday wasn't playing and Porzingis wasn't playing, but I feel like this win definitely gives them confidence for the next time that they play them. Oh, we can be with y'all. We could be one of the top teams in the league. We could be a number one, number two seed in the East if we all play together and clicking at the right times. But I agree with him. Like I said, granted, Drew Holiday and Porzingis wasn't in the game, but that was a good statement win for them. That was a good
They
win
kind of
for
got
them.
an easy schedule all the way up to mid January. They play the Jazz, and I think majorities ain't back to backs either. So they play the Jazz. That's a W.
Yeah,
The Blazers. That's a W. The Kings. Well, how the Kings are playing, I'm gonna say that's a W. The Warriors. Warriors. They going downhill. I might say that's a W. The Nets. That's a W. And then after that, that's when it starts to get a little shaky. But they can rattle some wins and really get back into getting this
now just
back into
imagine if
play.
all of them was healthy to begin the season with. They'd be a top three team in the East right now.
Yeah, if all of them was healthy, yeah, they'd definitely be top four. They're gonna make the play in. They're probably gonna take the Bulls spot. And because I'm like looking at the standings and all that. I feel like, with the Sixers, they're literally behind the Pistons. They're literally a game out. Literally, they're a game behind the Pistons and the Bulls. So same thing. And I think the Pistons are still going to be better than the Bulls because, like you said, the Bulls going to trade their players. So I think the Sixers are going to make the play in. It just depends on what spot in the play in. But I think they'll make the play in. I think they'll leapfrog the Bulls. But this is a really good game on Christmas. This was a good game. Let's go to the Lakers and the Warriors, man. This was arguably the best game of the day, man. Austin Reeves. No,
Game
forget
winner,
that. Steph Curry hit the game time shot. Then Austin Reeves hits the game winning layup. I
bro. I
watched that
seen that
game.
shit,
I watched that
bro.
game, and I'm like,
Go ahead, my bad.
yeah. I was like, I watched that game. I'm like, wow, this was a really good win for the Lakers, man. There was a bad loss for the Warriors because they've been going downhill, and I think they need this win because there was. Did you see that report? They said they had a players only meeting before the game
Or
to,
yep,
to talk about their inconsistencies, and then you lose this game. So it's like that was a bad loss. And I think Steph Curry played well. He played well enough for them to win that game. And LeBron played well enough too for them to win that game too. I just think, especially with AD, he basically missed the whole game. He got hurt and never came back. So this was a good game for the Lakers to win a game without Anthony Davis.
no, yeah, that was a great win. Because once AD went down, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought the Warriors were gonna win this game. I was scared. I was scared for the Lakers. But bro, when Austin Reeves hit that game winner, I'm like, Andrew Wiggins, are you serious, bro? He just blew past the man.
He did.
Like, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying white players are not good or nothing like that, but bro, he's not as athletic as you. Ain't no way you let Austin Reeves just blow past you like that, bro. Andrew Wiggins got one of the highest verts in combine history. He's athletic, he's fast, he's tall, he's springy. Bro, how did you let Austin Reeves just blow past you like that? And Austin Reeves, he had a decent game. I think he was like 8 for 20 or something like that. So he had an okay game. But bro, it's the last possession, bro. Why? You supposed to make like you're not supposed to give up no easy layup like that, bro. At all.
Austin Reeves had that triple double too. Triple
Yeah,
double,
he had
man.
a he had a he had a triple dub, 26, 10, and 10. But what I think it really was, it was Rui, Chris
Max
Maxwell,
Christie. And I see it
and
why
Dalton.
JJ Redick wasn't playing him more. and he's playing them more now. Thank God.
And he's playing really good. And Dalton Connect, bro. Dalton Connect, Rui, and Maxi are the reason. I mean, of course, Braun and Reeves too, but those were the key pieces of why they won. If Rui, Maxi, and Dalton Connect didn't do what they did, the Warriors, I'm not the Warriors, the Lakers wouldn't have won that game, bro. And you know who also played decent for them? Koloko. Koloko came in and gave them some decent minutes. He played some good defense. He got some good rebounds. Um, to be honest with you, I know the Lakers said they in search for a center, but I would low key try Koloko out. I would keep him and I would try him out. Because he didn't play bad at all. I'm
What
not
starter?
granted.
You want him to
No,
start?
no. I'm just saying give him more minutes.
Oh,
That's all I'm
okay.
saying. Um,
I'd rather have
granted,
one of
granted,
those.
it's the Warriors, and the Warriors don't really have no bigs, so it's like okay, but he played good in the minutes that he got on the floor. Uh, on the Warrior side though, Kaminga has to step it up.
He was a
With no
minus
AD,
17 on the court. A
yeah,
minus
but with
17.
no AD, bro, you're supposed to be attacking the rim every single time. You should have had more than 14 points in this game, bro.
But Steve Kerr be so inconsistent with his minutes, though. I feel like Kaminga should be at least give you 30 plus minutes a night,
Bro,
even on the bench or starting.
he's your second best player. He's your second
It ain't
best
looking
player.
like it. It ain't looked like that all year.
That's because
It's, he shouldn't.
I feel like that's because Kaminga is shorty. So it's like when he got his minute, first off, he had a good season last year. Then you come in, then y'all not the trade, the contract talks, y'all was lowballing. Well, he felt like he was being lowballed. And then now you come into this season coming off the bench and stuff. Like I feel like they messing with his confidence, and his confidence is not really as high as it was last year. That's not why he's playing as well as we know he can. I think he's ready to get up out of Golden State, to be honest with you. Um But the end of that game, it was a good game. The Lakers started to pull away in the third. But then the Warriors said, "Nah, nah, that's not gonna happen." Curry took over like those last 3 minutes of the fourth. Um, and then like the Lakers, they were taking a bunch of bad shots too. And that's what caused the Warriors to get back in that game, bro. When Steph hit that three over Bron, I said they might win. Cause bro, you saw how he threw that, bro. He threw it like he just
Oh,
like a
you're talking about the one in
floater.
the corner. The one in the
Yeah, the one in the
corner.
corner. He
Oh
threw
my
that motherfucker
god,
like a
bro.
floater, bro. I'm like, huh, he didn't even shoot it for real. He just, I'm dang, and hit all net. I'm like, yeah, bro. Curry, different, bro. He not washed, bro. And then once he hit that game time three, I was like, yeah, bro. I said it's over with for the
You
Lakers.
thinking they're gonna go into overtime and lose the Lakers?
Yep. I thought they was gonna go into OT and the Lakers was gonna lose, bro. But Austin Reeves bailed him out. He bailed him out.
Are we gonna get another LeBron Curry game Christmas next year? Think the NBA gonna
It
do it again?
depends. It depends on what the Warriors team look like. If the Warriors are
They
relevant
don't
by
care,
then,
bro.
I mean, if they roster is boo boo, I don't think they're gonna put them on no Christmas game. That's like
I
putting the
think they.
Wizards versus somebody on the quiz
I think they still gonna do it though. I don't,
yeah,
bro.
because it's stuff.
Yes, yes, because it's Steph and LeBron, bro. Two of the faces of the league. Yes, they're still gonna milk that. They're gonna do it again. Lakers, man, with the W, man. LeBron and Reeves and Rui, man. AD, man. AD killed a lot of parlays. FanDuel, y'all bogus, but sponsor us though. But y'all should avoided that. Should avoided
Fanatics
that.
did. Fanatics
Yeah, I bet they did. FanDuel.
that's how I hit. That's how I hit last night. Cause AD got voided.
Still sponsors though, but y'all be petty. But no, that was definitely one of the best games of the night, man. Like I said, all these games were good. All these games were good, but
Mhm.
that was a good W for the Lakers, but a bad loss for the Warriors. Like that was a bad loss. Let's end it with the last game of the night, man. The Suns and the Nuggets, man.
I,
Katie and Bradley Beal dropped 27 each with no Booker. Jokic, he had 25, but then no one else came to play, man. No, Michael Porter came to play. He had 21, but nothing else. And real quick, the Nuggets, as of right now, how they're looking, unless they make a trade, they might be a first round exit.
No, they definitely are a first round exit. I mean, KD and Bill, they did what they had to do. They showed up, like you said. I don't really have too much for this game because I didn't. I mean, I watched this game, but this game was one of the boring games of the night.
You know, everybody said this is probably the worst game of the night. This is the
Yeah,
worst
no,
game of
it
the
was. It legit was.
night.
It legit was. So I didn't really like give that too much attention. But yeah, Brad and Katie, they showed up. Jokic is gonna show up regardless. Um, yeah.
I got a question. If Jamal Murray wasn't getting the big contract like he was, well, do you think they would put him in trade talks? Because he hasn't been the same really, and he's making a lot of money, and you would think nobody would want to trade for a guy like that. So you think if he was just making decent money, they would trade him because he hasn't been Jamal Murray really since the finals.
Um, nah, I don't think. Well, nah, I don't think they would because of him and Jokic chemistry. I feel like if they did trade him, they would have to bring in a point guard who's on the same caliber, if not better than him, in order to please Jokic. Because him and Jokic have been together for a long time. That pick and roll is still deadly, even though Jamal hasn't been the Jamal from the bubble or the finals. Um, I don't think they would trade him though. Even if they didn't pay him that big money, I don't think they would trade him because I feel like he's the one of the nucleuses on their team. Like him and Jokic are that team, and then everybody else just falls in line.
Not when you out here barely giving me 20 points per game.
Yeah, he's been bad this
He
season.
hasn't been the same, bro.
Yeah, he's been
So
bad this season.
next year he's Jesus Christ. Next year he's supposed to get 46, 50, 53, and 57. And with a
I
guy playing
mean,
like this,
he not granted he did earn that contract. I'm not gonna say he did not earn that contract. He definitely earned that contract, but he hasn't lived up to the hype yet. He just hasn't.
and they keep and I saw something that said they told Michael Porter Jr. that they're not going to trade you
I think they
right
are.
now.
I think they are, bro. I think they trading that man.
I think they value Aaron Gordon more than Michael Porter.
Hey, what if they
I'm
do
not
him like
saying
Harrison
Michael Porter.
Barnes, bro?
Michael Porter is better, but I think they value Aaron Gordon more.
What if they do him like Harrison Barnes, bro? Trade
Trade him
him
in the
in the
middle of the
middle of
game.
the game. Yeah,
I think that's disrespectful. Well, you see it in
dude, that's
baseball though. You
diabolical,
do you do see it in baseball. Players in the middle of the baseball players do get traded in the middle of the game, and then they got to take them out the game. So
bro. That's
it's not.
diabolical, bro.
You don't really
You
see it
couldn't
in
wait to the end of the
basketball.
game. You couldn't wait to the end of the
No,
game,
no.
bro.
Because think
Imagine,
about it. If
bro.
but think no, think about it. If you play fantasy, you tell a person, think about it. They be. It's like you get them right there, but then you be like, man, just text me later and see what you do. And then later they change their mind. No, we need to do this now, brother, before you change your mind.
Like as a player though, I'd be pissed because say I'm hot, say I'm 5 for 5, 3 from 3 from 3.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, bro? I got about 13 points in this the first quarter, and then y'all tell me, "Oh, I'm traded to Sacramento. You gotta go." What, man, bro? I'd be pissed,
nah, they don't care. It's a business. Who cares? I don't care what you think, brother. If I can get such and such right now, and if I gotta take you out the game, so be it, bro. As long as you ain't hurt, we all good.
but to segue, what future Christmas Day matchups would you want to see?
Future Christmas Day. You know what? I think it'll happen eventually. Maybe not next year. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if it is next year.
Uh-huh.
Thunder and the Spurs. Wimby versus Chet. I think they will do it. It's like we
Hey, I
said,
got
they go
the,
put
I got that.
Wimby. They go put Wimby. They go put Wimby on Christmas Forever, like you said. Why not add basically his so-called rival in Chet?
Yeah, that, yeah. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good game. Another one I got. The Nuggets and Mavs. Luca versus Jokic.
A lot of people want to see that. A lot of
Yeah,
people want to see that.
Luca versus Jokic.
I think another one they could do. I think they'll do it one time. Grizzlies and the Lakers.
Yeah, I got that one. I got the Grizzlies and the Lakers. I think that'd be a good one. Because they got that little beef and that little rivalry.
Is
We
that a
can't.
rivalry though?
No, not
Not
really. In
really.
my opinion, no, not really. Um, but they make it seem like one. But we another one, Trey versus the Knicks, Hawks and Knicks. Trey's a
Low
New
key,
York
they
killer.
could do that. But the Hawks don't be good enough.
Yeah, that's the
That's why
only thing. That's literally
they
the
don't
only
be good.
thing.
They
But
don't
that
be
would be a
good
good
enough.
one.
But that actually would be good. I'm not upset at that. Bucks and the Sixers.
Yep. Giannis versus Joel. I would want to see that. And then Giannis and Dame and Middleton versus Maxi, PG and Joel. That's a good one.
Cleveland
Uh,
versus the Celtics.
See, that's the only thing, G. With the Cavs, bro, they not sexy. Yeah, you got Donovan Mitchell and you got Darius Garland, but you ain't really when you hear a Cavs game on Christmas, that don't sound sexy to you.
I
I
mean, they
mean,
had
Grant,
LeBron, but I know
that's
LeBron. It's
LeBron.
LeBron.
That's
Yeah,
LeBron.
I know.
You know what I mean? But with Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Mobley, that sound like a boring Christmas game. Um, oh, Philly Nuggets.
No, they
Joel
usually kind of. Well, it
Joel
depends.
Embiid versus
I
Jokic.
know they
That's the
usually do.
rivalry.
Like, they usually do East East West West. Usually, majority of the time, they keep it like that. But that's not bad though. It got to be in Philly though. He don't go up. He don't show
Yeah.
up in Denver though.
OKC versus the Grizzlies.
That would be a good game. Will they do it? Will the NBA do it?
I don't think so.
You know they don't like to. They don't like to
Hey,
project
no,
their
when
stars.
Bron and them retire, probably. When Bron and KD and stuff retire, probably.
I don't see it. And speaking of rivalries, I know I said a month ago there isn't rivalries really, and there still isn't, but there is one rivalry that still exists. That's the Lake. That's the Celtics and the Heat in the playoffs. That is a legit rivalry because they've been
Yeah.
going at it for years. I know that's not a topic, but that was in my head for a minute. I always meant to bring it up, but that is a rivalry. They always go at it in the playoffs. They've been to the conference finals like 3 out of the 4 in the last 6 years. So that is a rivalry. I just wanted to put that out there. All right,
Uh,
that is it
all right. Oh,
for. Oh, you got
I
one?
got one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one more. I got like 2, 3 more. The
Damn.
Celtics versus the
Fine.
T Wolves. That'll be a good one. And they
I don't
always
like.
putting Ant and JT against each other
I
as
don't
who
like
gonna be the
that.
face of the league.
I don't like that. That don't
Um,
sound. That don't
is
sound
that
exciting.
is that only because the T Wolves ain't doing nothing right now?
I
Like, say
mean,
if the T Wolves were like 5 or 6 in the West.
the Timberwolves are kind of in that realm with the Cavs. That ain't sexy.
I mean, nah. I'd rather see Anthony Edwards play on Christmas versus Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland. It's
It's
literally
like,
Ant
but
Man.
think about it. But when you look at the names though, Celtics versus Timberwolves on Christmas Day. Mm,
I think
mm,
Ant's so big. I think Ant's so big that don't matter.
mm.
Um,
I'm not with
and
that.
then I got the Pelicans versus Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Ja
they're not
versus
doing that.
Ja.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Zion versus Ja. And
Pelicans
then I
are
got the
never going to
Bucks,
be good enough.
and I got the Bucks versus the Nuggets.
Now that would be decent. That would be decent. The two best, arguably the best two Europeans in the league. I
Hmm.
like that. I like that. All right, that is it for our Christmas Day recap.